Hello everyone. My name is Monica Ngozi. Welcome to Health Talk Supplement. I've been away for a minute. It's been like over 4 years since I did anything on this channel, even though whatever I've done, I've deleted because I have decided to talk about things that are more realistic, more uh, uh, relatable, and things that are actually truly happening uh, to us and as human beings. As life goes on, we go through different things. So today, on this channel, I will be talking a lot about divorce. I'm not a relationship expert or anything like that, but I am just gonna be talking based on my own experience, the journey, that I have the journey that I've passed through, uh, things that I learned in the journey, not necessarily telling my own personal stories, but using it to um, just help people who are starting a relationship, in a divorce, going through divorce, planning to have a divorce or contemplating divorce, post divorce, all of that kind of things. Those are the things that I'll be talking about in on this channel because they are real, they are happening. As much as many people don't uh, like it, it's not necessarily what we planned to start with, but it is happening. So I think it's reasonable to kind of talk about it. I've also been looking into it and hearing about it uh, more intentionally for over 10 years now. So if if whatever I say on this channel doesn't relate to you, that's okay. But if it does, please take whatever it is that you can learn from it and use it to in a positive way in your life. Okay, as we go on this channel, you will understand what I mean by in a positive way. Just let me adjust my light. I'm not sure if my, what do you call it, I'm not sure if um my that's okay. But if my things the quality, my sound quality is not quite good enough, I do apologize. But yeah, anyway, what's important is that you can hear me. Today is series one, episode one of this whole topic. Well, I'm starting with some of the things that can change your relationship in a marriage. So, you know, you know, when the relationship, because without a relationship there won't be a marriage in the first place. So but I'm talking about a relationship in terms of people are already in a marriage. I just feel like it's important that you um remember and hold on to things that attracted both of you to each other in the first place, because those are the things, whatever it is that is about any individual, it kind of uh, becomes more pronounced when you guys are married and living together. So the good things are will be more pronounced, the negative things will be also more pronounced. So take note of those things that attracted both of you in the first place, and hold on to them, keep practicing them, whether it's the same values that you hold, or you kind of understand each other's love language, or uh, the sincerity from both of you or from one person and the other person admire that, or being outspoken, whatever it is that attracted you both. And I'm hoping that it's not just looks, because looks fade, looks change. It can change because of old age, it can change because of bad diet, it can change because of ill health. So if it's just looks, well, my prayers go out for you. Okay, but I do hope sincerely that it's not just looks. There are things in each other's character, each other's beliefs, each other's values that you notice, and you hold the value, you hold onto those things and continue to remind yourselves of it and practice it. So like that, you hope for that marriage to really, really last as long as you live. If someone is someone, a person, maybe the man or a woman, or if a woman is a woman who just wants to stay home, spend money while the man is hustling, just, have children, spend money, or even be a bit more selfish, should I say, decide they don't want children, they just want to spend money, have fun, slay, and they don't really want to go out there and make some money themselves. If you're a man that one that the lady is really slaying, looking amazing and luscious at the moment, but long time you don't want that. You want someone who's going to be out there and making money, even if it's not as much as you are making, but making money so that you have support. Yeah. Don't get carried away by the looks, or maybe if you happen to end up in bed, uh, and then the person is so bedmatic and you get carried away by all of that and marry the person, and then suddenly you're expecting them to change and go get a job and or be strategic in the way they're planning. You want them to plan with you and all of that. You saw that person, you saw who she was before you married her. She's only gonna want to spend more, be even more vocal, or bold, be bolder in the way that they spend. But if uh, you're someone who like a woman's life to disappear into yours, or you're a woman and you see a man who they like, that everything to be about them, the plans, if he's happy, we are happy. They don't think of or want to actually know what you want in life for yourself, but you have an ambition or you have a goal, a personal goal. Apart from being married and having a family, you also have other things you want to achieve as an individual. But you meet this man, everything else about him is cold to you, but you notice that is their lives, their dreams engulfing yours, and that's not what you want. Don't be so desperate and go ahead and marry this person. So this is the thing I'm talking about. If your goals are like, your values are alike, uh, or your love language are alike, or it's not even alike, but you understand each other's love language, and it's something you can do, hold on to those things. Take time to discuss the things that you don't like as well, because none of us is perfect, so it's not just, okay, I found something I don't like, that's okay, but when you find that thing that you don't like, say someone, uh you feel like the person doesn't show interest when you're talking about something that is personal to you, or about yourself, or about your project you're dealing with, or whatever it is, discuss that, find out why they're not interested. If you have a love language that maybe you've told that person, or the person is not interested in loving you in that way. Say you like flowers, for us ladies, you maybe you like flowers, or you like cards with beautiful messages in it, or you just don't really care about those things, you just want presents, or you like presents, surprise presents, or you don't want any present, you just want to be given some cash so you can get what you want. Communicate those things to each other. But if is if that after that communication and the other person is still not doing it, find out why they're not doing it. Is it because You know, in terms of money, is it because they don't have it? But you know that if they have, they will be willing to do it. Or is it because they just feel like you're being ridiculous in the way you want to be loved? You know, just discuss these things. If someone, whether it's a man or a woman, believes in just being out there making money all the time so that you have all the money you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, but you want, apart from having the material things you want, you also want presence of that person. Because at the end of the day, what's the point in marriage if companionship is a major reason? So if that person is going to be traveling all the time, you know, there are many women who their partners are traveling all the time, they are home, they are lonely, they are miserable, but you see them in very lovely cars, wearing very decent outfits, whatever wig that comes out as the best, they have it. But you know, when you come close, you realize they're actually miserable, or just because their husbands are not present. You know, they never really see them. When they come in 2 days, they're off again. Instead of being so greedy and marry into so much money because you want all these material things, but then you end up becoming being unfaithful because you're so lonely deep down, or you start being miserable to other human beings because you're taking out your frustration on them. Instead of being greedy and doing all of that, why don't you just talk about it while you're still dating and decide, tell yourself the truth, whether you're willing to live with this or not. If the person is moldable, I use the word moldable because um teaching, I don't know, it comes across to me like you're just sitting the person down like a classroom form and you're teaching the person, you do this when you do that. So that's why I use the word moldable, because moldable, when there's a relationship, people rub off on each other. You know, you can teach gently, or you talk about things up front, especially for people whose age are becoming advanced. You know, say you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you want to get married, whether it's the first time or second time or whatever time it is, but you're looking at marriage, you and whoever it is that you're dating. You know, you might not want to spend 2 years, 1 year, 3 years dating and finding out about each other bit by bit, and then reacting, showing what you don't like by reacting to it when it happens or whatever. You know, you people get married within 2 weeks of meeting, 4 weeks, 3 months. You know, so in such cases, just bring whatever it is, you know, put it on the table and discuss it. Discuss it with this person without being rude, without being harsh. Just talk about it. See how the person reacts to it. And if they react very rash, annoyed, the whole day is ruined because you brought up something about them that you're not really willing, you know that you're not going to be able to cope with, and they just kick off and the day is ruined. I guess that's your answer there. You now make a choice if you want to live, if you're ready to live with this or not. But where people are already married and then you start noticing all these things about each other, again, the first thing to do is not to run off and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Talk about it. See if there's a way both of you can adjust and you know, make it work, because these things are the little things that become worse. Different love languages, people who hate women, okay, people who starve their husbands, could be starving them of affection, starving them in the other room, and you think you have so much power, you can lead them into, you can push them into infidelity, and then things goes out of hand from there, because they might think, okay, I'll just go this once. She stabbed me for 3 months, for 6 months, or whatever. They go once and then they get stuck. And then we find out and you go mad. That will not become the topic, the reason for the problem. You forget that you were starving them before, you know, and you were starving them because of something they keep doing that you don't like, and you've told them and they kept on doing it. So, it's best to kind of discuss these things before they lead to one thing and the other, and everything falls apart. So, I'm not going to be too long in this video. So these are some of the things that can cause a change in a relationship, in a marriage. Like I said, this channel, we're going to be talking about this divorce matter, but we're going to ease gradually into it properly. There are deep things. These are the things I want to talk about. I agree with what Harwell said. I was reading a piece of work in harwell.com, and it says that relationships are dynamic. They are dynamic in their constantly changing and interactive nature. And I do agree with that. People change, therefore the change also affects the relationship. Communication, discussing these things, as you notice them, is very important. And yeah, because if they're not addressed, they can metamorphose into something big, lead to other things, and the change will become negative in a marriage. Thank you. As I said, my name is Monica Ngozi. Thank you for watching me. I will be back in a few days. Thank you. Bye bye for now.